Alright, welcome to the video, guys. Bro, tell me why I saw some freaking. I just saw a TikTok. I was going to upload a TikTok before I freaking made this YouTube video. Tell me why the first thing I see is a woman talking about some, I'm not going to cheat on my man. And then, like, she did, like, the finger cross. Like, you know how, like, the finger cross would, like, simplify and, like, I'm just kidding. Bro, I don't know what to say, but. Bro, these women are genuinely fried. Um, that's really all I'm gonna say. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. But let's talk about a trade recap, bro. Literally, there was genuinely no entry. Well, this was like my only plausible entry. Only reason I did not take this was because ES already took this high way before we even came for this high, and this was honestly just not really as probable as I really wanted to. Like, although it was my model, it wasn't really probable because literally after we took this high, we ended up getting a retrace, which was this retrace, but we ended up going higher. But I don't know. I don't know. Mainly when an index takes an high first, and I want the high to be taken. Well, and I want the high to be taken on the other index. If I'm in a trade or if I'm not in a trade, I'm either not going to take it because that's going to be low probable and there's probably going to be a reversal from that, or if I'm in that trade and that high was already taken on the other index. So say I was in this trade, right? Like say this was earlier because ES, this is a whole different high. Well, this is the same high that we just hit earlier. Well, we just hit like right now on ES here, but it's here on NASDAQ. But say for example, right here, we hit this high. This was the main high, which was this, but we ended up having an SMT, which is the reason why it's not really correlated. So say we had this and I'm in a trade. Say one index hits the high, I'm automatically going to move my stops to break even, or I'm probably going to close my position. Just mainly because either one is going to be a reversal caused by an SMT, or two, it's just going to be like not really probable, and that reversal is just going to come down and just stop me out. So with that in mind, I was like, damn. I saw that the high got took. I saw that this high got taken, and I was like, damn, okay. There's probably going to be like no entry for this high. We probably might even have a reversal and continue lower. Because these were my main draws in liquidity, and we're going to talk about it. Well, these were my main draws in this gap, but we didn't have that. We ended up continuing higher. So, I mean, hey, man, maybe I guess now I should just start taking my model more consistently because it's like, it works. Like, I've shown people it works. Like, it's whatchamacallit? What's that word called? Profitable. It's profitable. It works. I just need to start taking it more with like more what's that word called? Not confluence, more damn, TJR said it. I literally said it. Conviction. More conviction and more of the narrative because like we honestly followed everything here. It was just the fact that ES took the high, which is the reason why I was a bit skeptical, but now that I know that it works and we followed everything on my checklist, it's pretty chill. But coming in today, let's talk about my other trade. This was not other trade. Let's talk about my original bias coming in today. Here was just my model, and as you guys can see, that was pretty much it. We ended up hitting 3R. Yeah. But real trade recap was this main trade. Well, trade that I would have taken if I got an entry. Coming into today, let's talk about it. So coming into today, we had a high time from SMT. Where's it at? Right here. We had a high time from SMT. We created a high, then a higher high. We created a high, then a higher low. I meant lower high, and then from there, I was looking to see on the lower time frames like what draws and liquidity do we have that order flow is pointing towards. And well, if we go on ES, we ended up creating equal highs with Asia lows right here. We ended up creating equal highs right here. So I was like, I'm at equal lows. I was like, whoa, okay, that's really, really good for me. And on NASDAQ, what do we have? We had 15-minute failure swings, bro. We had so many lows failing to take another low. Like, these draws and liquidity were honestly so juicy to me. Genuinely, I would have, like, this would have been, like, so perfect for me, genuinely speaking, bro. Because it was like, damn, these look so freaking good. Just look at these swing lows. They're perfect for take profits. Coming into today, what did we have? We ended up having news, but these news really didn't play in effect, not yet at least. We ended up having this 15-minute gap, this 15-minute order block. We didn't come into the order block. We came into the 15-minute gap. We were wicking strongly above this 15-minute gap for so long. We were strongly wicking above this 15-minute gap, and we were just wicking all over the place, which is the reason why I got asked if I was going to take a trade. I said yeah, but with the amount of wicks that we were like having, it was being like less probable in a way, because wicks are messy. If you guys don't know, wicks are messy, bodies are clean. That's really like one of my slow. Wicks are messy, bodies are clean. But coming into this, we had a 15-minute gap right here, and before pre-market, I was like, okay, we could tap into this 15-minute gap and get a closure either out of it below and not inside of it. I'll be willing for shorts down to these draws and liquidity because it's like, okay, it's pretty obvious that this is where we want to go. It'll probably just be a liquidity sweep to go up higher, and it was a liquidity sweep. But if these are juicy draws and liquidity for me, trust and believe I'm gonna take these juicy draws and liquidity for me. So what did we do? Well, what did I do? I scaled onto the 5 minute, and this is where honestly things got a little bit rough. Not really rough, but um, there wasn't enough for me personally. So mainly, what did we have here? We ended up having this order block, which is right here on Nasdaq as well. We ended up not tapping into this order block. I mean, you can even count this whole like the freak. Okay, bro, can you count the magnet? This beginning up move right here as the order block. You can also count this as the order block, but we ended up having this order block. We did not tap into this order block at all because we had strong displacement. I wanted the next candle to have a tap into the order block or maybe create a gap, and then from there we get nasty, right? We did not have that at all. So with that, we ended up having that on ES though. However, right here we ended up having this whole order block sweep, not order block sweep. We ended up having the order block retraced on ES, but for me personally, that wasn't enough because I wanted it to be on Nasdaq. I'm taking the trade on Nasdaq. My draws and liquidity were on Nasdaq, so we didn't have that. But however, we did break structure to the downside. I mean, I guess that's like plausible for some people, but not really for me. On the 3 minute, we really didn't have anything. Like we had the same thing. We didn't even like we came into this order block on the 3 minute, but it's like I wanted it on the 5 minute because if we have higher time frame telling me this is where we want to go, I could really care less about what the 3 minute is telling me. But the 3 minute was telling me, look, we're balanced, we have nothing to do. And I'm like, okay, we literally have nothing to do. We're just wicking everywhere, but we're not having any imbalances. We filled in any imbalances and we inverted any imbalances. So the 3 minute is telling me, hey, we're clear. It's really just a matter of the 5 minute and the 1 minute. My model is literally based off of a 5 minute PD array, 3 minute balance price action. If I see 5 minute PD array and we tap into that, and on the 3 minute we tap into that, and we're still not balanced, like we have a fair value gap, I'm waiting for that to get either inverted towards my draw on liquidity or fill to my draw on liquidity, and then from there I'll be willing to scale down to the 1 minute. From there I scaled down to the 1 minute, and we really did not have anything. Like genuinely, we did not have anything. But we ended up having my model. So right here, boom, we ended up creating this. Well, I'm not really counting this as an order block to be honest. This is like the real like main thing because it like low key swept all the previous, not previous liquidity, but it swept the liquidity, and then from there we started seeing legs down. Literally my model, we ended up coming up higher, creating I don't know, order block, CISD, whatever people want to call it, whatever it like it really relates more towards. I'll just call it an order block for now, but or probably CSD because CSD does have a clean displacement with the retrace, and we literally had displacement plus the retrace and then more displacement again. So honestly, whatever you want to call it, we ended up having that, and then from there we ended up having displacement. After our displacement, what do I look for? Literally just a retracement from the displacement, and then from there it should displace even more. Like it should displace consistently towards the draws and liquidity, and literally that's exactly what we did. We came up, retraced. My entry was right here. Obviously, I didn't take the trade because freaking why didn't I take the trade? Because literally on the 3 minute, well on the 5 minute, we didn't tap into my PD array. So I was like, you know what? There's no point because it's like sure we can hit my draws and liquidity, but if we don't tap into anything on the 5 minute, in the 3 minute we're balanced. There's no reason for me to even go on the 5 minute. I mean on the 1 minute to like really like enter on a position. So I was like, okay. But honestly, I might do more research into that and actually like not um wait, like if we tap into one on ES and Nasdaq is showing strong confluences as well, then I might reconsider it. But just for now, yeah. Anyways, what did we do? We literally retraced here, so boom, slapped a short position on there, and then literally what I wanted was this unfilled gap right here. Like this was like one of my main draws as well. We had this unfilled 4 hour, but to be honest, the way we had this unfilled 4 hour as well, we really balanced this out. So I mean, we really came in and filled this out, filled this in. So there's pretty much no reason to even come down for this. Now that I'm realizing it's kind of like dumb now in hindsight. But yeah, take profit one would have ended up hitting. It was literally this 15-minute first draw. Whoa, excuse me. Take profit one was literally right here, but to be honest, we were really close to it, so I wouldn't even have counted as take profit one. Take profit one was really right here, and then take profit two would have been right here, which we ended up literally hitting, but we ended up getting stopped out at break even. And then take profit three, which would have been like this gap, but there's no reason for the gap, would have been like the last thing. Um, Literally, take profit one would have been a 1 to 3, take profit two would have been a 2, and that was like the trade entry. But like I said, there was no reason on really taking it, just mainly because of that. And then we ended up creating an SMT, and then with that was that second trade entry. We ended up literally creating a breaker block, and then we retraced into that breaker block literally right here. And from there, my other draw was these equal highs, but those were already ran through. So I was like, okay, let's see if we can get one more confirmation to go through here. This one was just straight up a mock trade. Literally same thing, order block or CISD because it was a closure candle down. From there, we had displacement up, and then what did we have? Displacement down, and then what do I want? A retrace, and then displacement up. That's exactly what we got. We also were in bullish order flow. We were respecting the 79%, which is practically like OTE of order flow. And then from there, we were also in equilibrium as well. Well, you could really see just the 50% we were in equilibrium. From there, that would have been a calm entry. I literally slapped my position after we hit that. Only take profit would have been here. Would have put stops at break even after we filled in this fair value gap. And then that's pretty much it. But that's the trade recap for today. Hope you guys enjoy it. I tried to make this a lot shorter because someone requested it to, so hopefully you enjoyed the quick blabber, but I hope you guys enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow to see how NFP treats us. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye bye.